not a very popular topic. Ironic because it's one of the most important topics. Empathizing with the narcissist. People don't really want to think about that, right? I don't want to empathize with the narcissist. I don't need to empathize with I understand why you do not want to feel empathy for the narcissist. Understanding what the narcissist is going through and why they're behaving this way is the only thing that's going to help you calm down. You have to empathize with the narcissist. If you cannot empathize with someone, what is that? Narcissism. Again, what I said about thinking of other people's problems is what's going to help you stop thinking about your problems. Thinking about your problems, it's what's keeping you enraged all day. Enraged and upset all day because you're thinking about your problems. Not that you should never think about your problems. You think about your problems. And then you get over it. You gotta get over it. Gotta get over it. It happened. Agonizing about it is not going to transport you back in time so you can undo it. Unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately. If you meet a narcissist, you should know that person has probably had a much tougher life than you. The fact that I made it through, or I'm making it through, I made it, that usually your childhood, and then the addictions you get into later, well, that all adds up to narcissism. It's all the ingredients for the narcissist soup. And you become a narcissist because you had all the ingredients in your life. The fact that I didn't have all those ingredients and I somehow made it through, and I'm not a narcissist, I'm not a full-blown narcissist. I definitely went through a contagious narcissistic period where I started to act like a narcissist. But somehow I made it through without becoming a full-blown narcissist. Some people are terrified of blame. You know how they are. Narcissists. Absolutely, utterly terrified of being blamed for anything. The fact that I made it through without becoming a full-blown narcissist proves that my hardships were nothing compared to the person who became a narcissist. To become a narcissist, you have to go through unimaginable pain. Look at the way they act. Can you imagine the pain that caused this kind of behavior, okay? Just think about it for a second, and you'll become incredibly grateful and at the same time overwhelmed. This is okay. Instead of telling you what you're going to experience, I'm just going to tell you what I experienced, even though it's pretty predictable. It's pretty predictable. I'm just going to tell you what I experienced instead of trying to be bossy and act like I know everything and you're going to go through this. Of course, I don't know what you're going to go through, right? It's just predictable. Everyone else is saying the narcissist doesn't change. Everyone else is saying the same story. You're probably going to have the same story. Okay. You know, everyone's saying the same story. They never change. It's all the same story with everybody, every case. I was going to say what I went through. It's an incredible sense of gratitude that you made it through without becoming a narcissist. Also, it was one of the hardest cries in my entire life. I cried super hard. It was one of the hardest cries I've ever had in my entire life. And it was pure guilt. Pure guilt. This crushing guilt. Crushing guilt. That was making me cry my eyes out because I felt so guilty for being mean to the narcissists in my life. We usually meet a lot of narcissists. Sometimes we're surrounded by narcissists. And all these people are deeply hurt, deeply, just unimaginably hurt people. Like I said, to become a narcissist, you have to go through unthinkable pain. I can't even fathom, unfathomable pain to make you behave that way. So once I begin to understand, it's not me. The whole time you think it's just about you being a huge failure and terrible, and you think it's all about you. It's not about me. It's about their wounded heart. And the crushing guilt I felt that made me cry so hard was that I had inflicted more pain onto a person who had already gone through so much pain. And here I am, inflicting more pain. Because when they make you mad, you start to meet or exceed the cruelty that they're giving to you, which means you gotta get pretty cruel. You have to get really cruel to meet or exceed the cruelty that a narcissist is giving to you, right? So you also become unimaginably cruel. You say things you never in your life you'd ever thought you'd say to another human being. Because that's what they invoke in you, right? And you realize, and then you always feel guilty, right, afterwards. But the guilt you feel, or the guilt I felt when I finally realized it's not about me, it's about their pain, and I'm causing them more pain. Have you ever seen on TV or seen yourself a frightened little puppy hiding in the corner of some construction site or something, just all alone, abandoned, terrified, and the puppy's really mean, right? Or the dog, puppy or dog, whatever. It's really mean to you. It won't let you come near it. Doesn't want you to touch it. Growls at you, tries to bite you and scratch you. That's narcissism. They're just a little puppy, frightened, scared. Okay, that's what it is. Here I am, inflicting more pain onto this frightened person who really just needs love. On the outside, they appear normal. The wound is internal, so you don't see it. With the little puppy, you can see, oh, they're so cute, the puppy, but they look normal. You don't see it because it's in their internal. It's inside of them. It's not on the outside, so you don't see it. So you don't feel bad for them. And it's just this normal person being mean to me, and I don't feel bad for you. You're being mean to me. You don't see it because it's in here. So I don't feel bad for them. You don't see the wounded puppy because it's in here. It's not on the outside. The message is to try to not be mean to the narcissist. The meaner you are back to the narcissist, the more guilt you're going to feel. If you finally reach the point where you can feel sorry for them. If you reach that point, it's going to be this crushing sense of guilt. That's what it was for me. That I had brought more pain onto a person who had already been through such horrible pain. Much worse pain than what I've ever been through. Like I mentioned in an earlier video, it does not matter what someone does to me. Anytime I'm mean to another person, make sure my hair. I feel bad. Doesn't matter what they did to me. I think when hate comes out of you, it boomerangs right back into you. It makes you hate yourself. So hey, Harley, no. Arlie, stop it. Predator pets. They're always going after things. She chases little critters around. Predator pets. They're hard. They're rough, right? If I'd known then what I know now, predator, they stress you out. Like, so mean. Why you gotta be so mean? Just leave other beings alone. You know? So, I know people don't want to hear it. I know people don't want to hear be nice to the narcissist. I know people don't want to hear it. I know, I get it. There are times when I still don't want to be nice. There are times when I still want to just call him a demon. Demon. You're the devil, you're a demon, get away from me. You know? That's me being weak. It's me being weak. If it's just words, if it's just verbal stuff, like I said, physical abuse and verbal abuse, total different worlds, right? Totally different worlds. If you're going through the physical abuse for your own safety, you should probably maybe try to flee to safety. I'm not gonna tell anybody what to do, okay? Probably just gonna get worse if you don't put a lid on it. If you don't nip it, do something. You can't just let it continue. It's probably gonna get worse. So it's physical abuse. No, you don't have to put up with that. No, you don't have to be empathetic and put up with it ever. Physical abuse, no. If it's just words being thrown around. The thing is, with narcissism, it's violent. Narcissists can get violent because they're usually on something. It starts with words. It starts with the words, and the words get worse and worse and worse. Eventually, you're going to be over here with the physical abuse, maybe. So you got to be careful with narcissism because they're not sober. And the mask is really important. Really, really important to them, the mask. It's a sickness. They will resort, and they might shock you, so be careful, okay? They will resort to the violence, okay? And the physical thing, I'm talking more verbally. The physical thing, you never have to put up with that. You don't have to empathize with anything. You have to empathize with punches, okay, or whatever it is. You don't have to empathize with that. You can leave. You can leave. I think you can leave. It's safe to say you can probably leave in a relationship or whatever with this situation. Okay. Something needs to happen for your safety. Your bodily safety is in jeopardy. Okay. Just words being thrown around in the air, and just be careful again because it starts with words. Okay, it starts with words. Even the word argument. Something needs to happen there before it gets worse. Jumps over here. You just never want to let conflict escalate. Having a problem with someone, something needs to happen. Serious talk. Someone needs to leave. Something. Someone needs to work on their. At least one person needs to work on their anger. So not so react. That's what I'm doing. I'm just so reactive with people. Okay, people are gonna aggravate me. Doesn't mean I need to react to it. Make it worse. It's my choice. If I'm gonna take that and let it get me all hot, or if I'm not. Big pool of cool water in the core of your body. I'm just gonna take that, dip it in my cool water, and I'm not gonna let it get me all hot, right? It comes out of their mouth. It's your choice how to compute it. If you compute it as anger and let you get it all angry, that's on you. It's your inner citadel crumbling. Don't let your inner citadel crumble. If you let your inner citadel crumble, you're going to take that. You're going to take that heat and let it get you all hot. That's on you. Technically, that's on you. That's on me. Sorry. That's on me. If I let it get me mad, that's on me. Some narcissistic relationships are easier to walk away from than others. The hard ones are the relatives. The hard ones are the blood relatives, right? The blood relatives. Maybe a spouse you have a child with. You have to have some kind of contact with that person. If you love this person, a lot of us, some of us, we love the person, right? We love them. They're a relative. They're important to us. A spouse, probably always love a spouse for life. I mean, hell no. Some of you are like, hell no to that one, right? But, you know, if you have children with them, they're in your life. They're in your life forever. Especially if you have children with them, they're in your life forever. That is the father of your children. That is the mother of your, that's a serious a serious relationship. You're going to have to deal with that person for the sake of the children. It's a whole different video. When a children's parents do not get along and they hate each other, it's a whole different video. But yeah, you should try to be civil. At least pretend to be civil. I know pretending, you don't want to pretend, but for the children. So if you want to be civil with a narcissist, you have to learn how to control your emotions. Emotional regulation needs to kick in big time. If you want to be able to be amongst narcissists, and they're doing it and saying it, and it just you have to have it bounce right off you. It's not hurting you. It's not hurting you. It's up to you if it hurts you. Words, not punches. Okay? Of course, punches are going to hurt you. It's up to you if words hurt you. It's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to me if words hurt me. Okay? It takes practice. This is how you can be in a room with a narcissist. Without the top of your head exploding, like the little emoji, like the head. That's what they turn you in. What you allow yourself to get, right? What you allow yourself to become, the little emoji with the exploding head. If you don't want to be the little emoji with the exploding head, you have to work on not letting speech bother you. Air. It's just air. Are you going to let air get you all irritated? Why? And after you realize it is not you, it's just the injured little puppy. It's just the injured little puppy lashing out and barking at you. You get mad at that? You don't need to get mad at that. It's just the injured puppy narcissist. He's injured. He's hurt. Deeply. I don't need to get mad at all these injured little puppies that are just hurt. You know? I need to get mad. Because it's not about me. When you're getting mad, you think it's about you. It's not about you at all. Unless you really did something wrong. Okay? But if it's just the narcissism nonsense, if it's just narcissism nonsense, you don't have to. It's just frightened, hurt, angry little puppies. Angry at the world, not really at you. They're taking it out on you. It is not about you. That's why you're getting mad, because you think they're insulting me. It's insulting me. You're gonna let the injured little puppy insult you. They're not, they can't. Frightened, scared little puppies lashing out. It's not about you being a bad person. And once once you realize how mean you've been being to all these frightened little puppies, it's going to make you feel really guilty. It made me feel really guilty. So that's why from here on out, I have to really control my reactions. Every time I react, the hatred I'm showing to that person is boomeranging right back into me, and manifesting, is that the right word? As self-hate. I kind of have this thing. It helps me explain it. The thing about narcissism is you feel like it's this monster in your life, terrorizing your life. It's terrorizing my life. It's a blessing in disguise. Things are usually not what they seem. What seems like horror is usually a blessing. Well, everything is kind of a blessing, right? Something called silver lining. There's always a silver lining. The silver lining is usually great, right? You would not be as strong as you are today without narcissism. It's really a guide. Helping you. Disguised as a tyrant. It's help disguised as a tyrant. So we think about, what do we say? We have demons, right? He has demons. He has demons. She has demons. Oh, sorry, my demons are acting out. My demons. We all have demons, right? We all have different demons, right? The beasts. I call them the beasts. The beasts within us. And I like to think that we have different colored beasts, different sizes, different shapes, different facial expressions. The beasts, the blue beast, and your depression. Depression, sadness, the blue beast. You're sad, you're depressed. And then the red beast, irritable, angry beast. You're scowling. They're buffed out, like ready to fight, right? The red beast. The red, angry, irritable beast. Moody. And the white beast. The white beasts are your more narcissistic. I'm an angel, I can do no wrong. I'm an angel, I can do no wrong. The white devil. That's the white beast. The white beast is the beast who wants to pretend like it's an angel. Perfect, can do no wrong. That's the white beast. And then the beast that narcissism invokes in you is the black beast. Narcissism invokes the black beast. The black beast lives in the deepest, darkest corner of your mentality, right? The black beast. This is your darkest thoughts, your homicidal thoughts, your suicidal thoughts. This is the black beast talking to you, talking through you. The black beast. This is what narcissism invokes in us, right? The darkest thoughts. You start to fantasize with pleasure about doing unspeakable things to people and unspeakable things to yourself. Thoughts running through your head that you never would have imagined would ever run through your head. They're so horrible and violent. You didn't know you had that much of it. That's what the thing is. We don't know. A lot of us don't know that we have this black beast side of us until we meet a narcissist. or until the narcissist comes in, or until the narcissist thing starts kicking in, right? Our narcissist experience. The narcissist awakens that black beast inside. I was like, whoa, I had no idea I had that in me. Had no idea. Did you know you had it in you? Did it scare you? I didn't know I could be that violent. I didn't know I could be that violent. I didn't know I could think these things. Wow. You still scare yourself. You start to wonder if you can even control yourself. You start to believe you might be crazy. Voila, the narcissism is working. You start to believe like you might be legit crazy. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. The black beast has been roused. Now you know it's there. Now you know it's there. Narcissism denies its black beast. Narcissists deny that they deny all their beasts. They don't want to think they have any beasts. I'm beastless. I'm beast free. No beasts in here. That's the thing about narcissism. They deny the beast. They're in denial of their own beasts. And curled up into a little ball. Curled up into a little ball. Frightened. Sad and frightened. Snuggling up next to the dark black beast like it's a teddy bear. Guess who that is? Guess who that is? Snuggling up next to the dark beast. The dark black beast. Your wounded inner child. The black beast protects the wounded child. The black beast will not think twice about destroying anything except for the wounded child. The black beast guards the wounded child. And the wounded child and the black beast just lays there in its slumber, right? And the wounded inner child is snuggled up. And the black beast is so gentle with it. The black beast loves the wounded, right? It's so gentle. It's vicious and savage, but super gentle with the wounded inner child. The wounded inner child is just snuggled up. It's the only place that feels safe is next to the black beast. And together, they cast the shadow. The long, dreary shadow is cast by the wounded child and the black beast. Okay. The black beast is the shadow pet. It's the shadow pet. It's the pet of the shadow. And this is what narcissism brings forth to you to take a look at. If you don't take a look at your black beast, you're not healing. You have to. Don't be a narcissist and deny your black beast. I can be vicious. I can be savage. I can be a monster, just like everybody else. Just like the narcissist, I too can be a monster. The difference is, I recognize it. After you learn how to strap a saddle onto your black beast and ride it and control it, you're good. You put your inner child in a little satchel. You keep it right here, in a front one, right next to your heart. You strap it on. Strap on your inner child, and you get on. Mount that black beast, and you're good. Got the inner child protected, and you're controlling your black beast.